Alright, what's up guys? It's April 3rd. I took one trade today for a $600 loss on each of my accounts. There was just nothing for me to play off of in the session, and honestly it was the same way yesterday. This week in general has been tougher to trade the setup that I trade. I'm going to show you guys my report card. I definitely didn't have a bad day in terms of execution. I was very patient. I didn't force anything. I waited for a setup to present itself, which it did. It was just in my opinion, one of those setups you would classify as a bad good setup. And the reason for that is because it was a long off of strong buying volume, but the problem with it was probably not in the best location. And according to my plan before the session, I was not supposed to be taking longs where I took it anyway. I should have written it off as one of those setups where yes, it did present itself for sure, but it was not the best setup. And I'm gonna walk you guys through the setup that I took, and I'll also give you the red flags on it because it looked like it was gonna work out for the first few minutes, and then as that time passed, I saw some red flags that suggested that it wasn't gonna work out anymore. And I'm happy that I was able to just take a single loss and not try to put it on again. Before we get started, I appreciate all you guys who have subscribed. I can't believe I'm almost at 1,000 already. Not already because I've been posting for a while, but I can't believe I'm at 1,000 subscribers period. Like, if you told me last year that I would have a YouTube channel, I would have been surprised, and it's just funny to see. So I appreciate everyone who subscribes. If you guys want to see my live sessions, I'm live every day. It's more of a documentation purpose behind it. I'm not like trying to be a streamer. I don't really care about the streams, but I just do them so you guys can see my live execution. I know I've mentioned to you guys I want to be more adaptable with my plan. Even though I lost, I don't regret taking the trade at all. So just to give you guys some context real quick, my pre-market plan was really revolving around the overnight open, which was up at like 550, I believe. And I only wanted to get long if we were able to reclaim that overnight open. So clearly we're all the way down here at 54.70s, 54.80s. So clearly I have no reason according to my plan to get long. I'm just gonna play this right here. And this is gonna bring me to the reasoning I had for getting long. So let me shrink myself. The volume I was really trying to play off of today, and it is gonna continue up a little bit more, I think. So this is, the theme of today was kind of like pops were just getting sold into, and the selling was not really like hitting the offer or hitting the bid as hard as I wanted to see to play short off of. Like, I had no short setups that were valid setups for me today. This was the only valid setups I saw were really the buying volume that came in. I didn't see any like super strong selling volume that gave me a good opportunity to get short. So what you're gonna see here is a strong push in buying volume, and then I zoom in on that. I find the low volume area, which you should see me do any second. Let me just skip ahead. So clearly by zooming in, looking at the chart profile, you can see that this is the low volume area, really just this area right here. I have it marked out by just looking at the blue line. So I like the long entry, and you can see the low volume area has formed a little bit more clear now. Now there is definitely some buyers getting absorbed in this area, so that could be a red flag. I wanted to play long out of this LVN. So you can see I get long at 54.88. I have a 6-point stop loss on 4 contracts, $600 worth of risk on each of my accounts. My first target was this 5,500 level, and then beyond that, I believe it was 5,520 or some order up there. But either way, 1,800 profit is my goal for the day per account. So one thing that I like to see off rip is I see these bids coming in here in this low volume area, and you can see more come in, and it looks good to me. But you're gonna see what happens is as price approaches them, they actually pull. If I'm not mistaken, they pull out, which is kind of like they really have no intention of transacting. And this was the part where I thought, okay, I'm probably good. I think this is gonna work out right as we came out of the LVN on that second push. All right, so this was the part where I knew it probably wasn't gonna work out anymore, because you can see we tried to leave this area one time here and then one time right here. And then this little pop that we had immediately gets shut down right away. So I don't like to take trades off before my stop loss gets me. But this is where I was pretty positive that this wasn't going to work out, because the more time that we spend in a low volume area, the least likely it is to work out. So ideally, since I get in right here, ideally it would have worked on that first pop or the second pop, I guess, worst case. But after this second pop got shut down like that, so I was very confident that this trade idea was not going to work out. And I'm really happy that I didn't put on another position and like try it again, because that would have obviously been bad. But yeah, so you can see we spend time in this LVN, which is the complete opposite of what I want to see happen. What I want to see happen is price come into this LVN and then leave immediately. And you can definitely tell that we tried to do that. Buying definitely came in and tried to take us up, but it just didn't work out, and that's all right. Like I said, this is probably one of those setups that I would consider a good setup. So definitely something I should probably still try to avoid for the most part. Like, I did for sure go against my plan, because my plan was to get long if we were above 550. So clearly I didn't follow my plan, but my execution today was not bad. And this is where I'm at on the week, so ignore the numbers. But Monday and Tuesday, my execution was perfect. So yeah, yesterday I took 2 trades. They were not part of my plan, and they also weren't even the setup that I was supposed to trade. So yesterday was my only bad day of the week so far. Today I wouldn't consider a bad day. So now I just got to get a 4 for 4 tomorrow to finish the week strong, and then this will be my first good report card. I won't say it's the best, because right now the best I can get is a 17 out of 20, but it's better than last week, and last week I think was a 12 out of 20. So I'm definitely making improvements on my execution just by using the report card. So yeah, if you guys enjoy these recap videos, please give me a like and subscribe. If you want these report cards, hit my Discord. If you're an order flow trader and you want to connect with other traders, hit the Discord, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.